I want you have something special. You have greatness in you. I want you to like this page and share it. I got a message for you. I'm not going to talk long. I know that the attention span of people is very short today, but there's some things I want to share with you right now because I just look at all the. I'm not going to give up the internet for the crazies or people just dancing and shouting. No, no. I got something I want to say, and I don't know how much time I got left. I am 80. I know I got more yesterdays than I have tomorrows. So I'm going to finish strong. Here's something I want to ask you. When you look at your life right now and all the stuff that's going on, I'm reminded of Joe Madison. He was a radio talk show host and he passed. But when people call in and tell Joe what was going on in their life, he would ask, "What are you going to do about it?" And that's a good question. When we're looking at all the stuff that's going on now and all the rights that we fought so hard for, they're now being stripped away. When we look at education, now efforts to just take our history out of the educational curriculum, all kind of methods and techniques to strip us of business opportunities and lock us out of the system. The question becomes, what are you going to do about it? When you look at just in the past 9 months, over 300,000 African American females have lost their jobs, and millions of people are losing their jobs in private industry and in the government because of the changes that are going on, and just the craziness, the distractions every day, being manipulated by algorithms and being caught off guard every day. You just get up wondering what shoe's going to drop today. I want to share something with you that I've learned, and I'm speaking from a place of knowing. So let me talk to the people that have lost their jobs. I want you to change your perspective. I want you to not think in terms you've lost your job. I've lost jobs. I know what it is to wonder, how am I going to pay my bills? I know what it is that you can't do it now, but we used to hide our cars. My cousin Boo, when I was behind on my car payments and he was behind on his car payments, he would park his car at my house and I would park my car at his house. And then one day I came outside and my car was gone. That was Boo's car. And I called Boo. I said, "Boo, they took your car." He said, "They took yours too." We both were behind on our bills. But now with technology, you can't hide the cars anymore. I found out a long time ago the best way to get back on your feet is to miss 3 car payments. Okay? But let me share something with you. Things that happen to us at the time, they seem bad and tragic. But I can tell you, when I've been looking at and reviewing my life of love, of loss, of pain, of defeats and setbacks and failures, count it all good. Count it all good, because all the stuff that you've gone through and I've gone through has caused us to be who we are now. There are character building experiences. If you understand what I'm talking about, please text me right now or just leave me a message and send me some flames or something up in here saying, "Come on, I feel you, Les. I feel you." All the stuff, count it all good, because we can't get stuck back there, forgetting those things which are behind, reaching forth unto those things which are before. We press toward the mark of the higher calling. There's a higher calling for you. And here's something else. Don't think in terms you've lost your job. Think in terms of you have, and I can say this from experience, they've given you your life back. Now you can create your own job or take your life in another direction. There's no time to sit around and be depressed and feeling sorry for yourself or being angry. No, you got to get busy. See, in life, that when Helen Keller said that when one door closes, another door opens. But many of us get stuck looking at the closed door. We forget about all of the open doors that's available to us. Had I not been fired, I would have not became a state legislator. Had I not been fired, I would have not been became a motivational speaker. Had I not been fired, I would not have done public television specials and spoken to over 3 billion people around the world. Had I not been fired, I was angry when it first happened. Don't think in terms of a job today. Those days are gone. The 40-40 plan is gone, where you can go to college and have a lot of debt and get out and go to job and get a job and work for 40 years. That's gone. Even people with MBAs from Harvard, majority of them going back home, living with their parents. It's a different job market. And so this is a time that we have to create our own jobs. More millionaires are being created than ever before during this period. And we have instruments to do that, which is artificial intelligence. And so at 80, I'm learning. I'm learning something today that I didn't know yesterday. I'm not through yet. I'm still here. And I don't see myself as old. I see myself as seasoned. Oh, behave. Yeah, you got your life back. And now you got to figure out, what am I going to do? And I can tell you, based upon my own experience, you have abilities and talents and skills lying dormant in you, waiting for you to call them up. Simba, you're more than that which you have become. This is a time that you got to get serious. You got to get focused. This is a time that you have to bet on you. Nobody's coming to rescue you. This is it, but you got it like that. I'm reminded of Moses crying out to God and God asking, what's in your hand? That's a major question. What's in your hand? And when I start looking at and start thinking about, what is it that I love to do? And how can I now, and I'm going to share with you what I'm talking about. I want you to write this word down or just keep it in mind. Courage. You know why most people spend the majority of their time complaining and settling and being in relationships where they're dying together rather than living together, or working on jobs that they hate, but they still show up saying, well, I got to survive. I got to pay the bills. No, it takes courage to decide this is not me. It takes courage to decide, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do something that resonates with me. Life has no duplicate. I want something that I can feel in my heart, something that fills my heart and my spirit and my soul. You've outgrown where you were, the job, the journey of the broke. You've got much more in you. And sometimes I had to do it with myself. Sometimes I'll have to get mad at me and say, come on, Les, come on. What are you doing? You slacking. I know what that's like. Okay. It takes courage to decide and to be honest with yourself and look at the man or the woman in the mirror and ask yourself, are you who I thought I would be at this stage of my life? Wow. Have you ever disappointed yourself? Have you ever looked around and say, where did the time go? And how did I get here? It takes courage to take a chance on you. Now, let me share something with you. When you have potential, don't be surprised if other people don't see it. Let me give you an example. I went to school at Booker T. Washington High School in Miami, graduated class of 1963. One of my classmates, Larry Littles, I wanted to play football, but they gave me an opportunity to get in front of Larry, and he ended that. I decided to become the announcer. And Larry played football for Booker T, and he graduated, went to Bethune-Cookman College, and he was recruited by the San Diego Chargers. And the San Diego Chargers, they weren't impressed with Larry, and they traded him to the Miami Dolphins. And Larry became an all-star offensive pro guard, inducted into the Hall of Fame. Very few professional guards get that honor. Now, why am I sharing this with you? There are many people that are failing to now who have talents, abilities, and skills, but they're not in their rightful place. And they're afraid to take a chance on them. Life is an experiment. Don't say, oh, I don't know what to do. Well, walk by faith and not by sight. Figure it out. Now, and so he was, how's it possible? Traded from the San Diego Chargers, go to the Miami Dolphins, and all pro for 12 years in a row and inducted into the Hall of Fame because he was not in his rightful place in San Diego. You've seen people who've been in one position on a job, talented and skilled, end up losing that job, go to another company, and they get in the rightful place where they're supposed to be, and they become a star. We see people, athletes, riding the bench. They go someplace else, and they become a star. You have star power if you get in your rightful place. Your place is more important than anything you could ever imagine. All of us have a rightful place. God didn't create man and then had us dangling in the air until he created a place for us. He created a place for us first, and then he created us. So you've been fired. That's not your rightful place. They fired me from WVKO. They fired me several other places. That was not my rightful place. No. And I decided I'd take the courage to do this. It takes courage, and here's something else. As you look at yourself, it takes competence. What do you mean by that? You got to find something that you are supposed to do, something that's a calling on your life. I do this because this is a calling on my life. I was born to do this. I have friends who that they sing. I have friends who they're an artist. I have friends, they have leadership potential. I have friends, they're athletes. That they're people. I believe all of us have something in us, but most of us get caught up and distracted by life that we don't pursue it. A friend I went to school with, and I remember all during school, she said she's going to become an attorney. And I saw her years later. I said, "Hey, are you an attorney now?" She said, "No." I said, "What happened?" She said, "Life got in the way. I got pregnant in college, married my high school sweetheart. And when he graduated, he divorced me and married another woman." Life be lifing. Take a chance on you and find something that and decide that you're going to be so good at it that you can demand a payment for it. It's your calling. A calling is something you love so much that you do it for nothing, but you do it so well that people will pay you to do it. There's something in you that you're supposed to do. That's your assignment. You've been deployed. There's something in you that the world needs. And I can tell you, most people will go to their graves never discovering that because they never spend the time to ask, who am I? Why am I here? And where am I going? It's much easier to be fearful and settle. And this is a time that being average is gone. There's a book called Average is Over. Yeah, you got to be extraordinary. I knew when I decided to speak, I was not going to be put in a box. I wanted to speak around the world to all types of groups and people. And I got the receipts to prove it. You go online and put in YouTube, Les Brown speaking, "It's not over till I win," or Les Brown, "It's possible," or Les Brown, "You got to be hungry." I got the receipts. I know what I'm talking about, but I put in the time, I put in the work, I put in the effort. Most people won't do that. There's no competition today. But most people are trifling and lazy and sorry, like I was, and coming up with excuses, and was upset with the guy who fired me. I didn't like him. He didn't like me. And I'll never forget. And I came home and said, that Bert, he's stupid. He's a jerk. And my wife asked me, if he's such a jerk and stupid, why is he signing your paycheck? Whoa, that's a wake-up call. What does that make me? If he's stupid and it's a jerk, what does that make me? And so I decided I'm going to use my voice in another way beyond radio. I decided I was going to bet on me. I decided that my goal is, and I like what Henry David Thoreau said, do not go where the path may lead. Go where there's no path and leave a trail. You've got something in you, and it's time to hold yourself to a higher standard. It's time for you to stand out and understand you have no competition. I only have a handful of people listening to me right now. My message is not for the masses. The masses they're comfortable with a job, the journey of the broke. But the few that those of you that are listening to me right now, you know in your heart of hearts, what's in me is also in you. You know in your heart of hearts, this just can't be it. There's something in you that says there's got to be more. It's got to be more than this. Catching hell in and day out. Wait till I get my check on Friday. I didn't say thank God it's Friday. Got my check on Friday and they gave it to me and I gave it to my creditors. Just got tired of that. You know when people change? When you get to the point in your life where you say, I've had it. I've had it. No, I'm leaving here. Where you going? I don't know, but away from here. This is not me. I remember reading an article years ago. Is your job making you sick? That people work on jobs. That jobs is stressing them out, making them sick, especially now where people have to do more, do it faster, and less resources, and making just a little bit of money while the cost of living is going higher. And we've been deluded to think that politicians or religious leaders are going to bail us out. Ain't happening. What's that song? Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that has his own. My mother, Mrs. Mamie Brown, said every tub has to stand on its own bottom. You got more in you. This is the time that you want to have the courage to bet on you and find something that you have an exceptional level of competence, something that you master, something that you milk, something that people, when they think about it, they think about you. People think about chicken, they think about the Colonel. There are a lot of people out there selling it now, but the Colonel, hey, he started first. And so you got it like that. Here's something else. It takes courage. It takes competence, finding something that you do, that you stand out. Your reputation goes before you. But here's something else. Connections. Environment dictates your performance. Environment dictates your level of achievement. Environment dictates how much money you earn. You got to have connections with people that's going in the direction that you're going in. Connections with people that's behind doors that you want to get into. Connections with people that know more than you, that you can learn from them. I'm learning from a sister named Alicia Little in technology. Call her the AI queen. I'm learning from Tangi. I'm learning from various individuals that have skills and knowledge and developing strategic relationships with them. Because there are things that got me here, my ability to speak, that can't take me where I want to go. If I don't incorporate artificial intelligence and people who have the expertise to use that in my behalf to grow my revenue and to leave a business for my children and my children's children, then I've failed. People say opportunity knocks on every door. No, opportunity stands by silently waiting for you to recognize it. And I recognize that I can use artificial intelligence as I'm talking to you now. I used to go from city to city, hotel to hotel. Technology eliminates geography. People say, oh, AI is of the future. No, it's now. My nephew, my grandson got a job, went to school to become a CPA, and he passed the test and got a job. And then they fired him and 1/3 of the staff in a short time because they were being replaced by artificial intelligence, Chat GPT. This is a time that we have to be serious. And here's something else. And listen to me closely on this. This is major. Don't miss what I'm about to say to you. Don't focus on the reality. What do you mean by that, Les? Don't focus on the madness and the craziness that's going on now. Get a vision of where you're going and focus on that. I'll give you all your eyes can see. Don't focus on the stuff that's going on right now. People say garbage in, garbage out. No, hell to the no. Garbage in, garbage stays. You get angry. You just feel hopeless and powerless and feel there's nothing for you to do. No, you got to focus. Where focus goes, energy flows. You got to go all in on protecting your mind, protecting your sanity, protecting your peace. This is it. And nobody's going to rescue you. Nobody. This is a time that I like what Jackie Robinson say. I repeat it all the time. He said, don't make it a level playing field. Just let me on the field. I'll level it myself. I remember when I first got on a major stage, they used me, the last speaker. All the speakers before me, they had 90 minutes. They gave me 15 minutes. And your ability to stay on the tour was based upon how much impact you can make with the audience and sell products. I had 5 minutes to introduce myself and relate and identify with the audience, 5 minutes to give my presentation, and 5 minutes to sell my product. And they said, you didn't make the cut. That's the best thing they did to me, because I said to myself, I'm going to be so good that I'll create a demand for myself. I have my own seminar, my own workshops. They will never hire me unless they pay me 10 times more. That was the best thing they could have done to me. That was wrong, but it was a blessing. In life, you will always be faced with a series of God-ordained opportunities, brilliantly disguised as problems and challenges. Don't come for me. I didn't call an Uber. I'm not the one. And as I walked out the room, the other speakers, they held their head down. But I said to myself as I was walking out there, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to be so good. Y'all going to call me again. You're going to be glad to call me again. I'm going to create such a demand for myself. On this day, you will remember this day. And they did call. And they paid. They paid 2 times more. Oh my goodness. Listen, the best revenge is massive success. This is a time that you have to focus on you. They demanded of Jesus, when the kingdom of God shall come. He said, the kingdom of God cometh not by observation. They shall say, it's neither lo there, lo here. Behold, the kingdom of God is within you. It's in you. You got to work on you, your level of accomplishment, your level of increasing your income, your level of impact, your level of the kind of life that you want to live that will stand out and be exceptional, that will affect generations yet unborn, your ability and your vision to have the mindset of creating a legacy for your children, your children's children. We were selected and chosen for this time. This is not the end of the story. No. And if you're still listening to me, you know I'm telling the truth. So I say to you, this is your time. Find something that you get into your rightful place. And you can't find it, then create it. Because you got it like that. You're made in the likeness and image of God. You've been given authority and dominion over everything on the face of the earth. You're more than a conqueror. You're here for the greater work. What's wrong with him? I don't know. I don't think he took his medication. I'm looking for some people who are hungry to tell their story, and I want to learn how to transform an audience individually and how to speak with power, feeling, and conviction, and earn money with the story, but how to command a stage. And if you think I don't know how to do it, go online, go to YouTube, put in Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome. It's not over till I win, or it's possible, or you got to be hungry. And if you can hear my voice and resonate with you, email me at lesbrown77@gmail.com. I'm looking for, I was first going to have a 7. I'm looking for 21 people who want to do one-on-one coaching, 21 that we'll be able to spend some time together face to face and share the stage together. And I know you coming for me, but don't let this 80 fool you. I can get the butter from the duck. A young broom sweet clean, but an old broom nowhere to go. Oh, behave. Get in your rightful place. You were chosen for this time. You got this. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy and Dorothy Bell Rucker's pride and joy. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Boy, you so crazy. I know.